It's different strokes for different folks.
I'm more focused on getting my music out there. I said different strokes for different folks.
Why? Hello there. Children and animals. It is I, your friendly neighborhood nuisance to society. Now I'm gonna be stuck with a bottle opener on my lap because I brought it into a room where I have no place that hasn't been touched by germs to put it on. Not that the mongoloid that Jules on camera would care. You also may have noticed I have a new microphone here. I decided to switch my microphone because my other one was doing this to this day, right? I decided that, it might be a good idea to use one that I don't have the urge to start going, I fixed a problem, which is what this video is talking about today. See, there's a very big problem on YouTube right now. Well, let me tell you how I came across this problem. So, I've been watching my Hearts of Iron 4 videos, catching up on the latest Taragadude vids, you know what I'm saying? Grade A, Under A, Season 2. It seems like I just keep getting all these ads for mobile games, and the specific one that really just made me start thinking is one for this game, and it's like some kind of Bachelor Sultan game. But I just want you to look at it right now. We're gonna look at it together. I'm gonna look it up together, right? I haven't brought my phone out for this.
Different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks. I said different strokes for different folks. Why does everyone have to be the same? The answer is everyone's different.
Commercial. It looks something like that, right? And I'm sure somebody's had to have seen it, right? I really took a lot of time, and I really thought about.
I try hard to do it, and I take my time, and it just doesn't work out the way I want it to. It's like I concentrate on real hard, but it just doesn't work out, and everything I do and everything I try.
Why this ad just triggers me so much, and I think I've come to a conclusion, right? Seems like a lot of these video game ads have been just going around, right? Don't really advertise anything about the game. Like, watch that ad again, right? Let's just watch that one more time. Like, does that tell you anything about what the game is or what happens in the game? No. You really don't know what it's about. Now, from seeing 97 of these ads, right? I've figured out that it's a game called Game of Sultans, where you create a harem while you rule over the country named after a piece of furniture. But you wouldn't get that from looking at this ad or any of the individual ads. I had to compile this information by researching those ads. There are other games, and they're just like this game. So, they might even be made by the same people. Some of them take place in Imperial Japan, and instead of having sultans, you have those anime people that have the white makeup on, and sumo wrestlers and stuff. But they all kind of advertise it the same, you know what I'm saying? It's really badly put together clip art, and then you can make a choice, but you don't really know what the point of the choice is or what the context behind it is. And you also have no clue what the actual gameplay of the game is. And from what I can tell, none of these games actually feature any of the gameplay that they like show. Like Game of Sultans is like a ripoff of Clash of Clans or something, from what I can tell. It's not really about like constructing a harem, but that's what they advertise. It's not even just these games, right? But it just seems like there are a lot of games at this moment don't advertise their games correctly. Like one of my favorite games, or mobile games, one of my favorite mobile games is a game called Dictator. It's a game series where basically you play the leader of, some like South American communist country, and you just kind of make decisions. Right, that's it. You talk to somebody and then you make a decision, right? But like the ads, just literally them recording they probably recorded the entire like tutorial for the game and like had somebody sitting there while playing it, reading it out in like an accent, right?
You are the supreme dictator of a young democratic republic. Your goal is to hold on to power as long as possible. Before each move, you can invite any of the factions to appear before you. Choose. Now resolve the problem with the appropriate faction.
But they then realized that it was only 15 seconds, so they only put like a really tiny portion of the tutorial in. It's just bad, right? And your advertisement shouldn't be a tutorial for the game. It needs to advertise a part of the game. You can still do that badly. There's one ad in particular that I really just like remember as being just a bad ad. The ad for some reason was like extremely long. It was like 3 minutes long, right? And so you just had like this mongoloid down in the bottom, right? And he's sitting there like narrating everything he's doing while he's sitting here on his phone playing the game. And the game was like some Clash of Clans ripoff. It had like even like the same art style and everything. He's sitting down here in the bottom right, and he's like,
so let me show you a little bit about how to play the game, yo. So I think my favorite part of playing this game is like how you can mine dark elixir out of the mines that you build. It's really super freaking cool.
and he's just like advertising like something that is an aspect of the game, right? But without any context or anything to tell you about what the point of, like mining dark elixir is, you don't really it doesn't really tell you anything, right? It seems like most of these ads, right? All of the ones that I've just talked about, they advertise like the most mundane part of the game, right? They don't advertise anything that's like interesting about the game. Probably because all the games except one are ripoffs of another game. And the one that I talked about that isn't, the idea of the game is kind of like esoteric. Let's talk about a game trailer for a terrible game, right? Very famous mobile game. And let's see how their game trailer compares.
Most shelters will provide minimal protection. Vault-Tec has manufactured the top-of-the-line underground shelter to protect our friends and neighbors. Congratulations, friend! You have been selected as a Vault-Tec overseer. You will have total authority to create the perfect underground community. Select from a variety of modern-day amenities to turn an excavation beneath 2,000 feet of bedrock into the very picture of vault life. Choose the ideal dwellers. Send them above ground. Protect them from threats. And of course, help facilitate the repopulation of this great nation of ours. That's how we build a brighter future together. Underground. Start building today.
So this is what I've noticed about all games in general, right? They have some sort of like theme, right? And so the Fallout Shelter ad, right? It might be made by a big company, but Anybody can make it. It's just clips from their game. Some of them are in black and white though, but it's just clips from the game. They did something else, is that they framed the entire video in the culture and the theme of their game. They understood where the game took place, so they themed it like that. Another one is like Star Kings, that had an alright trailer, but that one is a little over the top, and I don't even know what Star Kings is, but it had an alright trailer. What they also did, right, is that they literally showed you how to play the game. They explained to you what the game was about and what the gameplay was, right? But it didn't give you a tutorial. It simplified the game mechanics into like easily understandable like bytes. And then it showed you interesting clips. It kind of exaggerated the exact gameplay, but it showed you interesting clips. So let's just say we go back to the dictator game, right? How would you advertise that game? I guess you could show a little bit of the gameplay, but really what all you really need to do, right, is just say, you are the dictator, take control of your country, right? And then it like just show clips of like glorious leader builds monument for his people, and then like at the end say like how will your people remember you? And then like show like two images, one's like of like Lenin going like that or something, the other one's like they're burning down the like your palace, and like that's all you'd really need to do, and you know, you get people looking for that game, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know, it's just like, it's really a problem to me. It's probably a little bit of a dry video. Isn't like a lot of comedy, and it's gonna be probably really short. But I hope maybe it will help, because the people that watch my videos, I assume, are like relatively young, 5 years younger than me, or 10 years older than me. And so y'all are relatively young, and like are still probably developing your dreams. So if any of y'all become like game developers or like people advertising for a mobile game, hopefully like I've helped you people 10, 20 years from now to like advertise your game. So yeah, thanks for, you know, sitting here and listening to my rambling and then having to look at my overbite mongoloidian face. I might be making a video on something actually controversial again soon, so stay tuned, you know, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell too, follow my Twitter,